After Raven made the crows black because they had eaten his salmon, crows had always been white before that, they say, he met some people with feathers on their heads and gambling stick bags on their backs. They said, "What is the matter?" Raven said, "Oh, my father and mother are dead." Then they started home with him. These were the beavers, they say. They were going to gamble, but they turned back on account of Raven. The next morning they put their gambling stick bags upon their backs and started off again. Raven flew around behind a screen, and there was a lake. In a creek flowing from it was a fish trap. The fish trap was so full of salmon it looked as if someone were shaking it. There were plenty of salmon in it, and in the lake were very small canoes passing each other. Several points of land were red with cranberries. Raven pulled out the fish trap, folded it together, and laid it down at the edge of the lake. Then he rolled it up with the lake in the house and put it under his arm, and he pulled himself up into a tree and stood nearby. They were not heavy for his arm. He had rolled the lake up just as though it were a blanket. Raven sat in the tree halfway up. After a while someone came. His house and lake were not there. After he looked about him for some time, he looked up, and there was Raven with their property. Then the beavers went quickly to that tree. They began cutting it with their teeth. When it began to fall, Raven went to another one. When that tree began to fall, he went to another. After the beavers had cut down many trees in this way, they gave up. Then they traveled for a long time, they say. After a long time, they found a lake and they settled down at it. Then after Raven traveled around for a while with the lake, he came to a large open place. He unrolled the lake there, and there it lay. He did not let the fish trap or the house go. He kept them to teach the seaward mainland people and the shoreward Queen Charlotte Islands people, they say.